2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again. Say oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing.
Jackpack, welcome back. We got a
Hey.
yay! Hey. All right, we've been weird. It's been a weird week, but what?
Nothing. I was gonna call you weird, but I was trying to be nice.
It's true. It's all good. So this week we decided to do something that a lot of people have been asking us to do. I've been hesitant because I don't like to do what people ask me to do, but we've gotten it so much we figured that we would do it. Also the boss said we're going to do this week. So here we are. Interracial marriage, interracial relationships. So today we're going to do a Q&A. I think we got like the top 5, 6 questions.
And I got them from different websites. So it's either questions that people ask or statements that people say to interracial couples.
Yep. Okay, what's the first one?
The first one is, and I guess this is just in general interracial people. The question is, what are you? Which is kind of strange. It's like, how do you answer that?
I'm human.
A person. Yeah.
I'm human.
So
I'm
yeah.
me.
I mean, I guess I don't take offense to it. It's just a funny and weird question. But yeah, so I am half Puerto Rican, half Mexican.
Boricua, Boricua. No? Okay. No big pun fans, alright.
Yeah, I taught him that the word Boricua, what the word Boricua meant.
Boricua. Sí. Boricua y mexicana.
This guy also claims he knows more Spanish than me.
Es verdad?
You just heard all the words he knows.
Espero que
Oh, just kidding.
vaya a la playa.
Now you've heard all the words that he knows.
Espero que vaya a la playa. That's my hit song right there.
There's a little dance that goes with it too.
Yeah.
Some of you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Oh, you didn't answer.
Well, I'm 100%, if you can't tell, I'm 100% black, African American, black and proud. I don't really know like if there's mixing. I assume that, you know, my descendants are from some region of Africa at some point. Actually soon. I would really like to know like where my family
Ancestry.com.
Wow, just gonna plug them, huh? And yeah, so I would like to know where, you know, actually where my people are from, but African American.
Good to know. Next question. Are you worried your kids will be bullied?
No, because I'm teaching them to have hands. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Now, I mean, that is that.
You should. No, okay. So I'm not necessarily worried about them being bullied because there's an article that National Geographic put out a few years ago or something that the U.S. population is basically moving towards the majority being interracial.
Yeah, I think the way it's worded is that there's so much, you know, interracial relationships, marriages that are happening that in 2050 or 2075, some far off time from now, that you'll have a high volume of the population that is mixed in some form or fashion. For me, I mean, it concerns me, but I think just like when I was a kid, and my experiences were totally different from, you know, my experiences as a kid growing up in the South was totally different from, I'm sure, my parents' experience, who, you know, experienced face-to-face racism. I don't really have a concept of just like the segregation piece, all that. I know what racism looks like in my lifetime. But as far as like the blatant, picketing of signs, you can't sit at a certain lunch counter. That's my parents and my grandparents. So I think hopefully society continues to evolve to realize that we're not as different as we all seem to think we are. One thing that concerns me, I know, as a black male, if you speak a certain way or you articulate yourself in a certain manner, you're considered acting white or talking white, which I never understood it. I've been told that a lot of times. I'm comfortable in my skin though, so I think black comes in all different shades, and we all act different. There's not just one uniform black experience. So for me, I just hopefully that they are as confident as I was, but it doesn't concern me.
Being able to identify with all cultures in general.
Yeah, but
their own and others.
Yeah.
Next question. Food gets complicated, no?
Food. Just saying food, I just gained a pound.
I'm drooling a little bit.
Okay, if you can't tell, I like to eat. I'm working on that. When she got pregnant, I got pregnant. I'm still recovering from her first pregnancy. I used to be a slim, trim thing, but weight has gotten on to me, and part of the reason is because I come from a traditional, like Southern black family where we have soul food on Sundays. Fried chicken, yams, collard greens, everything that you can imagine that is probably ultimately bad for you. I have had and indulged in, and then
everything's pretty much made with bacon, because bacon makes everything better.
Yeah, bacon. I mean, you gotta have that. But then you combine that with Hispanic culture, which food is a whole different cultural experience.
But it's similar because when you refried beans in bacon grease, there's no other way.
It's true.
But yes, carb overload, tortillas, rice, yeah.
It's a lot of good stuff. I mean, it tastes good. Probably not good for you. But things that, for me, I did not know about migas. I didn't know about tortas, carne asada, arroz con pollo, picadillo. All of these things I didn't know about. And man,
But I have failed him because he still cannot tell the difference between real tortillas and fake tortillas. You know what I mean?
It's starting to come, but I'm developing my taste buds. Also, what is it, mangonadas?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's a lot. Hey, it's a lot of different stuff. I mean, culturally, even if you are not dating someone from you need to get out, try somebody else's food, go to a gathering. Well, oh yeah, you've had. She had to do a whole spread of on New Year's we do it's chitlins, pig feet, cabbage and pigtails. I mean, what I'm talking a lot, but what would you say your favorite?
I mean, cabbage. I guess I've never really seen it cooked that way, but it is really good. Of course, with bacon, the salt bacon. I mean, oh my goodness, the spaghetti your mom makes is amazing.
It's like some.
It's so different, but
it's got sausage. I mean
taco seasoning. Okay, can't give out all the recipe, but I'm just saying it's pretty good.
It's not your typical Italian tasting spaghetti. It's on some crazy different level, but I mean, it's just a different taste. So it's I don't know. It's
man. Now I want that and picadillo and. So another one. I guess I don't know if you've heard, but I know I've heard someone say to the boys "Oh, I like the way your hair feels. Oh, I can't stop touching your hair." So the question is, can I touch your hair?
I heard that a lot. No, you can't touch my hair. Especially, I mean, now, my hairline is going back. But yeah, it used to be. I used to have a crispy hair. Man. Yeah, I used to have a crispy hairline. It was nice. But no, you can't touch my hair. I've been asked that before. But no, I tell you no to your face.
Touch it again.
What's the next one?
All right. Don't you deal with so much prejudice?
So here's an interesting thing. For those of you who are considering or dating outside your race, here's one thing that you're gonna deal with. Because people gonna be people. You just can be you. But sometimes when we go places, there are people who just stare. And at first it used to bother me because like, man, what they looking at? But here's my advice to y'all, okay? Get you some crazy eyes, because when people look at me now, if they look at us, listen, I'm right back at you. I get just like this.
You ain't lying.
Whole time. If you stare, there's been so many situations where like people would just like literally be staring. I'm like, what you
I feel like especially, I mean, it also depends on where you're at and the environment and the array of people that you're around. But yeah, I feel like earlier on when we first started dating, around those first couple of years, that I think I noticed it more. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what are they looking at? Because seriously, people would just like turn around and just be staring. And I was like, do I look funny? What's going on? I got something on my face? My hair crazy? I seriously would be like, what are they? And yeah, completely oblivious to what they were looking at. I mean, maybe I did have something on my face.
Hey, I just play crazy. Hey, I'm the wrong person to do that too, because
I feel like now though, I mean, I don't know. I don't notice it as much. I guess I'm kind of in my own little world, especially when we have the boys. But not saying it doesn't happen. It's just maybe I just kind of avoid it. And, yeah.
Yep.
Should we tell them about that one time?
I mean, so.
What's crazy, I feel like growing up, I didn't. I mean, living in a small town, I don't think we had a huge pool of diversity where I'm from. But I don't think I've ever experienced firsthand what racism really looks like. So I may have been kind of oblivious to it as well. Until.
So we were driving home. I think we had visited we visited like my house or something.
So we're going back to Austin after college.
And
UT Hook 'em Horns.
A cop pulls us over, and immediately, as soon as he got to the car, he's like, "Get out the car!"
Wait, you forget he pulls pulls up behind us. Another cop car pulls up behind him, and then like by the time he approaches the car, another cop car pulls in front of us.
Oh, it's like 3 cops, and the cop literally like, "Get out the car! Get out the car!" So me, hey, listen, I'm like, what is that? I said, what's going? Hey, I was snatched up out the car. They walked me back to there was the trooper that was behind us, and so I still didn't. They'd ask me for ID. They get out the car. I didn't know what I had done, and so he's asking me like, "Do you have anything illegal in the car?" I was like, at the time I was real heavy into music, and so I told him, I got some CDs. He's like, "Are they pirated?" I was like, "No, sir. No, sir." So meanwhile, I don't know this is going on, but they ask.
Another cop comes on my side, which I'm not driving, so the passenger side, and he's asking me all these questions like, where are you going? Where are y'all coming from? What is your relationship with this guy? And then he asked for my ID. And I was like, what?
Did he ask you, are you being held against your will?
Well, probably. I think though, what pushed the limit was him asking for my ID because I was in the passenger seat, and him asking what my relationship was with Kevin. Like, why?
Really, he was winking. Yell help! Hey, it was scary, but
it was crazy.
We got through it. I know she commented this to me one time, but every time I get stopped, I mean, it's just the thing that I've always been taught that, you know, I don't take my hands off the steering wheel. I make sure windows are all down, whatever. Like, mom was really adamant with me when I was little and learning.
You reach for your driver's license.
Like, ask for permission to do everything. You know, if you gotta poop, you gotta fart, officer, is it okay if I have some flatulence? You know, so I asked, can turn this radio down? I don't want no issues. So, she noticed, and this is like 10 years ago, before like everything that we've seen in the past few years. But she was always like, why are you like that? I was like, it's a little bit different. So, I mean, definitely I've experienced it, but sometimes I think, you know, just kind of become oblivious to it. I'm just gonna keep living in the world. So, you know, if hopefully things change and progress, I'm gonna try to do my part. But yeah, I think that was her first-hand experience. And I think sometimes, like, especially if you're on the outside looking in, it's good to have an experience like that, because it changes the way you look at
especially
everything.
Now that we have kids, it's like, man, I'm gonna have to teach my boys that same level of
cautiousness.
Yes.
Cautiousness. Be attentive. It's cautious.
Crazy.
So, do we have any more?
I think that was all that I thought we had time for. If you have some other questions or comments or things that people have said to you guys, please drop them in the comments below.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do a part 2, or maybe we'll do a live video at some point.
Let's do it.
# goals.
So, as always,
Are we gonna tell them what we potentially have coming up?
What?
Your song.
My song? No, they don't want to hear about that yet. We'll save that for like next week or something.
But they might want to put on their notifications.
Okay, I'm jumping back in music, guys. I'll give you details and everything very soon. But as always, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We're the Jack of all shades, Jack Pack. We will be here, of course, every Tuesday. But we did want to let you know we are considering, I think we're probably 90% there. We're considering taking away the Tuesday and doing multiple days just randomly. So you have to keep your notifications on.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, so as always, we love you guys.
Don't forget to subscribe and notifications like he just said.
Yes, follow us everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Jackpack, we love you. We will see you.
We got some good stuff coming up for you guys.
Tease. So we will see you guys next week. Hopefully this gave you guys some clarity, and other Q&As that you guys want to maybe know about. Drop them in the comments. I'm Kevin.
I'm Laurie.
And we are the Jacks of all shades.